everyone, it's Jared, and today I'm going to give you 5 proven ways that helped me with my double stroke roll. But before we get into this, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get notified of all future videos. Now, this is one of the things early on in my drumming that I struggled with like crazy, and it was so frustrating. And when you think about it, drumming is essentially singles and doubles. Pretty much everything is a combination of those two things. And so when you think about what you need to always work on, like a golf player always works on their golf swing, or a hockey player constantly works on that perfect wrist shot or slap shot, your doubles and your singles are crucial to you reaching the next level in your drumming, because they basically apply to everything. And that's why they are so important. So when I first started practicing double stroke rolls, my rolls kind of sounded like this. I had no idea, what am I supposed to bounce? How am I supposed to hold the sticks? Am I supposed to tighten up so I get like a really quick, sharp strokes? The note spacing was off, and it just sounded really, really funky. So when I started to study my technique here, I found that one thing that worked really, really well, and I've heard this taught by Dave Weckl and Thomas Lang, is that you accent that second stroke of each double. So instead of it sounding like nice and slow, it sounds like. And I'm practicing all of these just with the wrist. And I'm really just trying to get comfortable with how that sounds and feels, because as you speed it up, it'll naturally start to even out. And then you get faster. And because each stroke is coming from the wrist, I was able to start performing doubles that sounded nice and even, really, really clean, so you could hardly tell what was the first stroke and what was the second. So all you do for that is start nice and slow. Even practicing it at that tempo when you play with wrists faster, it's a really, really nice, clean sounding double stroke roll, and you can also get more power off of the toms. So that's the first way I want you to practice fixing your double stroke. The second way I want to talk about when fixing your double strokes is practicing with lock grip. Now, I have a pillow over here. I believe this is the pillow from Todd Zuckerman's kit. Yeah. And so Todd plays, it has to be like a feather or a goose down pillow. Yeah, and his bass drum sounds so fantastic. So, but get a pillow, because a pillow has no rebound. You can use anything that has little or no rebound. This, as you can see, the stick just drops right in there. Literally not moving off that at all. Then what I did is I put the sticks just in the palms of my hand. Do not grip too tightly. What you want to make sure of is it becomes more of an extension of your arm as opposed to having a fulcrum. So just put the stick in there. Don't grip too tightly. You don't want to see those white knuckles, okay? Then any hit, any stroke that happens on this pillow is a result of your wrists making the movements. And you do not want the stick going like this. And I would sit there and I would watch TV and I would practice doubles all the time. But you can start nice and slow. And then just speed it up. So 5 or 10 minutes a day, practicing on a pillow with lock grip, you're going to notice massive improvements with your double stroke roll. The next thing I want to talk about is a few different ways that you can practice doubles so they're not always sounding so square. Like when I play a double stroke roll around the drums, I'll just put my bass drum on all 4 counts. It sounds just really kind of boring, right? It sounds very clinical. not very musical. And so what you can do is you can displace the double slightly and play inverted doubles. Now with inverted doubles, all we're doing is we're playing one note to start the pattern and then going into the double stroke roll starting with our left hand. So when normally your doubles will sound like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Your doubles will sound like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so it really changes the feel and the orchestration when you move it around the kit. So again, I'm going to play it around the drum set with the bass drum on quarter notes. I'm going to start just with normal doubles, how they're generally played, and then I'm going to do inverted doubles leading with the right hand for a couple bars. Here we go. So you could hear within those 4 bars where it shifted and how it actually changes the whole orchestration and the whole feel of the pattern. Now that's a great start, right? But how can we take it one step further? Well, after we play the inverted doubles with the right hand and the square doubles with the right hand, we do it all left hand lead. So we start with our left hand and play our square doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then we do inverted doubles, one left hand into the double stroke roll starting with the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so when we put it all together, we go square doubles right hand lead, inverted doubles right hand lead, square doubles left hand lead, inverted doubles left hand lead. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play around the kit and I'm going to do 4 bars of each and see if you can follow along with exactly what I'm doing. What doubles am I doing? Am I doing inverted or am I doing just the traditional square doubles? Here we go. So as I've learned this and I've started practicing it more and more, what I like to do is just move around the kit and practice those different variations. And I wouldn't be too strict with yourself on how long you stay with one specific variation. If you want to practice the right hand lead inverted doubles more, do that. You're naturally going to probably gravitate towards certain orchestrations just with your kit setup and just with your natural musical creativity, and that's really what makes you unique. And so try and turn these exercises into something that sounds less clinical and that sounds less like an exercise and more like music. And so what I'll do is I'll just do an ostinato with the feet and just start moving these doubles around, and I might play a few other little patterns here and there. But I think when we do this, you'll start to see some of the possibilities in where you can take this as you practice it more and more. So here we go. The next thing I want you to try to fix your doubles is playing the double stroke roll within all the main note values. So quarter notes, eighth note triplets, 16th notes, 16th note triplets, and 32nd notes. And really practice cycling between all of these different note values. So I'm going to put up a practice pad here, and I'm going to put a metronome on, at 60 beats per minute, and I'm going to play only double strokes as I roll through these different note values. I'm going to talk through it while I do it, okay? So quarter notes to start. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next is eighth notes. 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Next is eighth note triplets. 4. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Next is 16th notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Next is 16th note triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 tita and tita, 2 tita and tita, 3 tita and tita, 4 tita and tita, 1 tita and tita, 2 tita and tita, 3 tita and tita, 4 tita and tita, 1. Next is 32nd notes. So once you're able to play each of the note values individually, you can start putting it together and do an entire exercise. I'm going to be playing 2 bars of each note value, but you can feel free to play 4, 8, 16, however much you need to feel comfortable before moving on to the next one without making a mistake. Now this is a really cool challenge, so let's give it a go at 60 beats per minute. Now, originally, when I was going to perform this for you, I was actually planning on talking through it, but I couldn't do that because playing a double stroke roll while listening to the metronome, while playing the doubles over triplets and 16th note triplets in particular, and then transitioning between those note values, for me, it's a lot to focus on, and it still trips me up to this day, so take your time with it. Be patient, okay? Be very, very patient with it. Don't expect it to happen right away if it's not something you've practiced before. But once you are able to do that, you're gonna unlock so many more areas for you to apply doubles within your drumming, within your fills, within your beats, and all this different kind of stuff. So for me, it's something very simple. 2 beats of 16th note doubles, 2 beats of 16th note triplet doubles as a fill. 1, 2, 3, 4. So remember, think of this as a launching off point for you. This is only the start of you learning double strokes and really incorporating them more into your drumming. Now the last thing I have for you is more of a challenge. It is the 5th one, but it's something that it would take me hours upon hours to go into all the different variations and all the different ways that you can apply this, but that's really getting into studying the roll rudiments. What is the roll rudiments? The 5-stroke roll, 6-stroke roll, 7-stroke roll, 9-stroke roll, 10-stroke roll, 11-stroke roll, 13-stroke roll, 15-stroke roll, 17-stroke roll. And I know what you're thinking, rudiments are boring. Who wants to play the rudiments? Those suck. And I'm going to tell you right now, no matter what you're playing the rudiments. So you know what a 17-stroke roll is? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 17-stroke roll, and there's so many other variations and things that you're currently doing that you might not even know of, and as you get into studying more of these roll rudiments, you're going to unlock so many more possibilities. So I'm going to play around a little bit, just with a few of them. The first is 5 strokes. It sounds pretty boring, but sped up once you practice it more. So many possibilities there. It's only scratching the surface. The next is 6-stroke rolls. Now, what is a 6-stroke roll? It's a right, left, left, right, right, left. 6 strokes. Nice and slow. So let's play it as a fill. 1, 2, 3, 4. Speeding it up. And on and on and on. So these are all things that you can practice and make your own. Everyone kind of gravitates towards different rudiments. For me, I just love the 6-stroke roll. I love the 9-stroke roll. 7, I don't see myself using it that much, but maybe I do. I think we use the longer rolls a lot more than we think, but we're just not really aware of it. But 5 and 6-stroke rolls are amazing, so I really recommend putting some time into practicing those. So that is how to fix your doubles. I don't expect you to do all of this. I don't expect you to really study each concept, but take what you want from this lesson and pick it apart and say, okay, I'm going to practice some of that lock grip on a pillow, and I'm going to practice my inverted double stroke rolls with the right hand lead. If that's all you do, that's fine. Don't think you have to go through everything exactly as I have laid it out. These are the things that have worked for me. These are the things that to this day I'm still practicing, I'm still working on, always developing as a drummer, and that's really what it's all about. And so I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel here, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe. My kids always say, smash that like button and hit that bell icon. So they're watching their Minecraft videos, and it's really awesome. So if you want to stay connected, please subscribe and become a part of our community. We'd love to have you. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.